You're stuck in a video game for 1 week, you can't use any cheat code, and if you die in the game you die in real life, but everything you win or earn in the game, money, cars, houses, will be brought to your life. Which video game do you choose, and what do you do? Star Trek Online. Just float around in my ship for a week, then return to the real world with a ducking starship _. This would not only make you rich, but also would progress the human race more than any other response here. A++ would upvote again. The gold mine of reverse engineering that would follow. You're giving him the formula for transparent aluminum. You have to use a mouse. How quaint. Apostrophe. Venture capitalist. Playing that for a week straight would be boring, but you'd end up being the world's first quadrillionaire or something. Plus you can spend your earnings to get even more money. Get these managers working for you for a one-time fee, salary, schmallery. SimCity. Then I own a whole town when it is over. Small fry. Play Stellaris. Own the galaxy. Once more the Sith will rule the galaxy. Was thinking more Imperium of Man. Body glitter intensifies. Katamari Damacy. I would have everything. I love watching my wife play this. Great soundtrack. Some Roblox Tycoon Simulator. 0% chance of death and lots of money without me having to really do all that much. INB4 it's one of the PvP ones. Oof. I swear. As I saw that I heard the oof noise, I heard the achievement sound. Pokemon. Because you can't die in it. Plus, farming money on the Elite Four is easy, and then you get to have Pokemon IRL. Yay. Just make sure you release all but 3 to 6 of them back into the wild before the week is up. Otherwise you're stuck taking care of 50+ dangerous animals. Or you'd have to let them go into the wild on our world, where they'd probably duck up the wildlife population and ecosystem. Y'all are thinking small time. Civilization. At which point you are taken in as a slave. I'm pretty good at Civ. And there's probably slaves out there that would be pretty good doctors, engineers, scientists, etc. Dang. This is a true yet very depressing point. Forza Horizon 4. So many cars. Can't buy either. What would happen the first time you smashed into the Edinburgh tram at 260 miles per hour though? You hit the rewind button that came back with you. Winning. Minecraft on peaceful mode. I'll just go mine for diamonds and gold and stack up on expensive materials until I return to the real world. Just don't dig-straighttdown. Now I know. I'll do one of Thoth's stairwells that I always hit my head on when I'm on my way down. Make it 4 high instead of 3. Can even use stairs. After I hit a low enough level, I make them 5 high, 3 wide, and add stairs. Luxury shaft. Animal Crossing. I probably would become the mayor with no context. Edit. Specifically New Leaf. Well, can't be a worse mayor than Ben Wyatt. Ice Clown. Ice Town costs Ice Clown his town crown. They will begin to rhyming. GTA. Cause you never die. You only ever go to the hospital. Proceed to make bank stealing and selling cars. And speedrunning the campaign. Getting millions. Then investing in stock. Getting billions. In San Andreas you can get in the best shape of your life by exercising for 1 minute for 3 days, and eating pizza and fried chicken and cheeseburgers gets you to full health. Stardew Valley. The only downside to that would be that you only get a week. Stardew Valley time does not equal real time. So how long in Stardew time would you be there for in 1 week real time? Maths PLS someone. 1 week of real time would equate to 400 hours in Stardew. That's 600 days, which would take you to 12th of summer, year 6. Spider-Man. The cool part is that all the suits that I get will come back with me. Surely all the web shitters and gadgets would too. That said, no powers. So you could either swing very small distances with a lot of practice, or try to be Spider-Man and have your arms be immediately torn from their sockets. What if you could somehow bring back the radioactive spider? Need to find a game that includes Spidey's origin story. Skyrim. Wait a week. Done. XLIT. Duck. You are coddled until Riverwood. With nary anything except an easily defeated group of 3 wolves. What's his face will kill those 1 or 2 more wolf attacks. And you are at Whiterun. So, basically, 2 dog attacks that you will always win, and a short week of leveling up alchemy. You're good to go. LPT. Just don't touch any moon sugar or skooma. And your top 3 ingredients are blue mountain flower, wheat and nightshade. Well, Duck. I installed alternate start mod, but tweaked so you can't actually choose the start and stats. Last playthrough I ended up in the sunken ship along the Sea of Ghosts. Subnautica. I can chill in the surface level biomes, collect gems and precious metals from the area, build the seamoth and or prawn suit to bring back with me. But if you only chill in the safe shallows, you come back with a deadly incurable disease. I'll make my home in the shallows. But what I meant is that the deepest I'd go would be like the jelly shroom caves. I'm staying the duck away from the lost river. You would still totally contract Kara. What did humanity ever do for us anyway? Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I could just do some part-time work around the nice Pokemon that live in Treasure Town and come back with an armful of supernatural berries and seeds. Rip Grovile. Man, I had a ducking emotional connection with that game. During the end of the storyline I legit started crying. Any of those idle games, like Idle Miner comes to mind. You can't die in the game, and the money earnings are simply astronomical. In that game I'd hop in as a manager and just order the miners to keep digging. Except Cookie Clicker, you'd just come back with a lot of diabetes, or insane melted flesh hellspawn Leviathan grandma beings. Wario Land it's a game about winning treasure. There's only one way to die, and that's the final boss. I won't fight the final boss. He asks you to get him stuff, and I'll just make excuses for a week. He can't do anything unless I get him the stuff, and I just get a bunch of treasure and sell it off later. Dark Souls. I wonder what the moment you realize you aren't undead is going to be like. He's gonna start the zombie apocalypse. Are you high? Are you not? Minecraft is incredibly easy if you are careful to always sleep at night, so monsters don't spawn. 3 days is plenty of time to get some gold and diamonds very carefully mined. Could probably go the whole time without even taking any damage. Day 1. Full focus on getting wool for a bed, and enough food and wood to last the next days. Day 2 to 6. Careful strip mining. Dodging any caves so there's no risk. Could easily come back with millions in gold and diamonds. Maybe billions. Or just do it on peaceful. By that logic, why not creative mode? Some might say that's cheats, but it's not a code or anything. In fact, Minecraft has a separate cheats on mode. So yeah, one of the best choices. Shulker boxes full of rare stuff, plus an ender chest, so you technically have a permanent connection to there. Warframe. Knowing the community, people would hopefully protect me to make sure I don't die, and after the week is over, I get a frame and various weapons. Where do I sign up? Edit. I'm seeing a few people talk about content, and yes, I have played the war with them, but hush now, worms. We wouldn't want to ruin the surprise for others. HMN. Any Harry Potter game, I'd get a wand and magic stuff, plus the tasty candies. Enjoy the rotten egg vomit flavor. Alas, earwax. Necopera. You capitalists don't know true bliss until you're surrounded by domestic cat girls. Not the best answer in terms of life, but the best answer in terms of spirit. Alchemy. I can make an assload of ancient money, which are highly valuable and even more so in perfect condition, and I get to be a god and fight demons. And a paintbrush that can make anything you want. Paint myself a bigger pile of money. Forza Horizon 4. It would be super fun, and I would also make tens of millions of dollars due to the glitches. If you open any wheel spins you'll just end up with a massive wardrobe as well. Animal Crossing. End up with a nice furnished house. It's easy to make money, and you end up with a bunch of cool friends. No money, just bells. Elite, dangerous, billions of dollars and spaceships. And that's not all. You can fill up one of those spaceships with tons upon tons of futuristic medicines, drugs, technology, mugs, slaves, you name it. You got it. Mugs. I only have a week, so maybe not tons of mugs. The Sims. Cuss, it's the only fucking game I know how to play, and I could become a farmer and make hella money. I'd also pick The Sims. Even without using cheats, all I have to do to become a millionaire is paint excessively. I would ducking love just painting all day and diesel, getting money. It's pretty hard doing that, eye roll. Plus if you painted for a day in Sims you would be masterful, so you could use that talent afterwards. World of Warcraft. I'd just sit on the auction house for a week trading. Almost no chance of dying, and when I came back I'd have some crazy exotic pets, some awesome looking cosplay and a shit ton of gold coins, which I could then sell off. Outward. Because you can't really die in that game. You just wake up somewhere else a day or two later. Money and magical powers are pretty easy to get to. Mayfair Wars. Literally no chance of death. Step 2. Profit. That's how Mayfair works. As far back as I remember, I always wanted to be a gangster. Majora's Mask wait. Probably not the best one. It's just going to bring the apocalypse. It's also gonna be a bit hard to wait out a full week in there, at least without DYING carrot. RuneScape. A lot of people give noobs free shit if they just talk to them. I mean hell, when I rejoined I chatted with some dude about quests for a bit, and he gave me several million gold. Gonna be so goddamn rich after that 1 week. I got given 8 mil by some random guy while I was hanging around in the Grand Exchange. I think RuneScape players have too much money and just like giving it to other people. Yep, all of us left in the game are varying levels of absurdly rich, because we've all been playing for like 10 years. The average wealth in my clan is like 500 meters plus equipment, and we're not an elite clan. Euro Truck Simulator 2. It's literally impossible to die in this game, and I can win around $500,000 on my own, over 2 million with my employees. Plus, you get to drive around Europe for a week, never get hungry or thirsty, listen to online radios on the way, and come back with a mint condition truck. Hope you repaired it beforehand though. Well, not Breath of the Wild. I'd wind up with a bunch of shit that breaks after you use it twice, and a house that always has 2 dudes squatting on the front lawn. The bike would be sweet though. I mean, you could get the Master Sword that regenerates somehow, and a teleporting horse. Fable 2. I'd work my ass off and become a landlord and get a hot wife or 2. Hopefully the income of gold would still apply, eye roll. My only experience in that game, when it came to women, is some girl in the first city getting mad that I married another girl after I flirted with her in the first 40 minutes of the game. Stardew Valley. You never actually die in that game, and you inherit a farm on day 1. Wheel of Fortune. Get off the internet, grandma. I would like to get stuck in Forza Horizon 4. All the cars. Man, the number of credits I have in game would probably be transferred to about $5 billion. Also, you can't die in the game. Close bracket. GTA V. Just stay in the nice part of the map. Technically you never die, just go to the hospital, where you only have to pay what the visit was actually worth instead of the gouged real world prices. What if I just got to keep that instead of all that expensive cars and illegal guns garbage? Just affordable hospital treatments. Minecraft. I'd be rolling in diamonds. #WHOOPS I fell in love. One of those money clicking games. Sims. I just hope they're not planning to kill me and my family for laughs. Dark Souls Duck Life. Roam around beautiful places in Zelda, earn diamonds and find interesting stuff. Breath of the Wild would be a good payday if you could avoid dying while beating up stone users with sledgehammers. I'll go with something easy like Yoshi's Story. I'll spend my week eating fruit and collecting gold coins with little to no fear of death. Yee-hoo-oh-oh. Doa Volleyball Extreme. I'd love spend my last days just people watching before the island blew up. Stardew Valley. As long as I stay away from the caves, I could do some serious work, assuming that in-game days do not count as the days I spend in the game, since they are so much shorter. Even so, you don't die. Just get beat up, knocked out and robbed. I would play Destiny, too, because if you die in that game a friendly ghost will just revive you anyway. Unless you wipe in a dark zone. I always wipe my dark zone. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.